Now, the families of some of the most severely disabled people on Teesside say plans to change the help they get must be halted. Around 90 families fear they could lose some of the vital respite care they get to help them cope. NHS managers insist they're looking to improve the service. But today, families took their fight to a special meeting of councillors. Here's our political editor, Richard Moss.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Monica.
Judith Brown's daughter is 40. But her disability makes her as dependent as a 2-year-old.
It's like looking after a baby now for 40 years in my case. Things like epilepsy start to kick in, psychoses, anxieties, and the NHS are our partners in life.
And the NHS has provided vital help. Monica spends 33 nights a year at this respite care centre in Middlesbrough, giving Judith an essential break. But that support is under review.
Suddenly to have this support taken away, we're not greedy people. We're not asking for a lot. We need 33 nights break in the right place with the appropriate care. They're saying if we're going to all be reassessed, and then those who don't get through that are going to be transitioned out. You think, God, what's that?
And so Judith joined other families today as councillors met with NHS managers to discuss their concerns.
Not once have we been asked, what will you do, Mrs. Brown, if we take away the respite or half it? How will your daughter cope with having nurses removed from her life?
Health service managers insist the change is about choice, though, offering families perhaps holidays rather than just hospitals. Some families could see care cut, but others might get more.
The budget is protected and the allocation of resource is dependent on needs. So we're personally, as a nurse myself, it's really concerning because you don't want to give extra anxieties to family. So the positive message is we are keeping that lifeline. They are keeping their bed-based service at a time when nationally other organisations are cutting back on it.
And it's a break for us.
But in the end, a meeting designed to allay the fears of families and councillors failed to come up with much sign of any agreement. Now it looks likely that the plans will be referred to the Health Secretary. Richard Moss, BBC Look North.